Barcelonistas, deja vu. We have done it again. We went to De La Luz and played Benfica and beat them yet again by 1 goal. And this game was so bloody different. Down a man for over 80 minutes in a European KO away from home with over 80 minutes to play. Not only we scored a goal, but we kept a clean sheet. Round of applause for this Barcelona. I have not screamed for a Barcelona goal in a long, long time. I was jumping up and down my living room. I was saying Raphinha Ballon d'Or, Raphinha Ballon d'Or. I want you guys to comment on this video. Raphinha Ballon de Oro 2025, ladies and gentlemen. What a absolute banger of a goal. What an absolute masterful performance by the goalkeeper Szczesny, who kept us in this game. Incredible changes and lineup switches that Hansi Flick had to do, and he had to sacrifice Dani Olmo. Unfortunately, guys, I have to say this, and I'm going to start with this. My only knock on Barcelona in the Champions League is we have to be more focused. We have to be more concentrated. I've given them their flowers at the beginning of this video and saying I have not been this proud for a Barcelona victory in a long, long time. And this is one of the things that Hansi Flick will do for you. This is one of the things that Hansi Flick will change in this Barcelona mindset that just keeps making mistakes. In 20 seconds. And Szczesny had on a long pass, and you can tell Benfica with a point of emphasis trying to lob and throw Barcelona on long passes, because they know how much we struggle with long passes in our high line. And sure enough, Pavlidis was able to get that hand on the ball and actually crosses it on a crazy banger, and somehow Szczesny gets his fingernails on it and was able to knock it out, and it was a corner kick. And after that, that it cleared the danger. But it was incredible. In 20 seconds they had already made some I think they already had like 3 or 4 shots in like 5 minutes. It was crazy. Barcelona keeps making these mistakes, and I don't know why, but they just don't know how to settle and start the game right. But there's a lot of things we did right, and we are going to be talking about every single aspect of this game, including a big mistake yet again by Barcelona in the beginning of a match on an important Champions League game. Kubarsi, Pavlidis actually beats Kubarsi to the ball, and Kubarsi, he give him credit. He takes a lot of risk in these situations because he trusts himself, and I think he loses track of the ball and he just slides. Pavlidis you could have just let him take a shot or let him face the goalkeeper. Let them beat you. Don't beat yourself. And I said it in the preview. You cannot. When the player from Real Sociedad was sent off, I said it. Let them go. Let them take a shot. You gotta let them go, because if you slide, these guys are smart. They're just gonna fall and they're gonna flop and they're gonna sell it. And that was an absolute red card. I'm not gonna argue with it. That's a totally boneheaded play by Kubarsi. Let's just say it for what it is the truth. That's a clear-cut penalty, but it keeps happening to us. It keeps happening to us. I don't understand it, man. Like, it happened to Eric against Monaco in the very first game of the Champions League. It cost us 3 freaking points. And it happened to Araujo last year against PSG, against Barcola. And now we have this again. It's like demons for Barcelona playing lower tier teams, always making these kinds of mistakes. And that's really what I was thinking. And that happened at the 22nd minute. I have it right here. The 22nd minute, Kubarsi was sent off. Unfortunately, this was a game that we could have had fairly comfortably. I think it was just a matter of time, guys. It was just a matter of time. I think, if we just could have settled in there and just we started gaining possession of the ball, and then all of a sudden, you sell out and you think you want to, as a CB, you cannot make mistakes. You have to be perfect, and I understand that, and I understand how smart Kubarsi is, and he slides like this every single time, and he always gets it right. It's actually kind of incredible, to be honest with you. And then this one, he wasn't able to get his foot on the ball and actually takes down Pavlidis, and it's a totally red card, and it changed the whole dynamic of the game. Olmo had to come out. We have to bring in Araujo, who had a masterful performance. I gotta say it, he saved us today. He did a very, very well. 8.9, the man of the match have to be Chesney. But let me know down in the comments, what do you think is your man of this match? I think Martinez was very, very well. I am gonna show you that one slide where Martinez, it was fighting between him and I can't remember if it was Arsunes, who actually, like, it basically stepped on his chin, and that was, to me, if you want to keep it real, you want to ref the same, that was a red card as well. That was a red card against Benfica. It could have been 10 on 10. I think Araujo tries to extra sell the play, but I don't think the ref was going to buy it either way, and he only gave him a yellow. I think it was only fair if they would have sent off a Benfica player as well. I think this game easily played out the way I thought it would in the preview. I said this is a two-score game, and Barcelona could have easily beat this Benfica today 3-0. If we had 11 on 11, they actually got a lot of help by having one man for 75 to 80 minutes there. That was insane how this resilient Barcelona show a lot of resiliency. It showed a lot of toughness and just facing adversity. That's very helpful when it comes to tougher games and tougher teams. And now we got to go back home with a 1-goal lead. That's more than enough that we would ever need, because we go back and now we can close it out at home, and that was always huge. I thought Balde had a pretty off night. I think he was very consistent. He was trying to run around and connect with Raphinha in a few occasions, but I think he could have done a little bit better. He didn't create anything. I think it was due. Everything is just, it's just like a snowball effect. Everything is tougher. You got to cover more space. You got to run more space, and everything it's more difficult. Kunde on the right back, I think it was incredible. He was running around a lot. He's very, very good physically, and you can tell when he was running around at the 80th minute, trying to get to a ball that given by Pedri, and actually was able to get a corner kick out of it. And I thought, at that time, it was very important to just kill minutes and to gain some momentum for the play. But I'm gonna show you Raphinha's goal here real quick, and it's a huge mistake. It's a huge mistake for the defender. Actually gives Raphinha the pass, and Raphinha, incredible, like from so far away. And can you guys tell me in the comments if you remember a player who actually has changed so much and so drastically from last season to this season? He's already well above and beyond what he did last year, and now he's fighting for a Ballon d'Or type of season. And these are the kind of goals that are going to count if Barcelona gets on a run and actually, gets to the Champions League finals, even if they lose it. And these are the games that are going to count for your Ballon d'Or type of argument, right? So now Mo Salah, and he didn't have the best game today. He didn't. They ended up winning against PSG, but and you can start to see how now it's crunch time, and it's when players are gonna differentiate one from another. And this is the kind of performance, the fact that we were able to win this game 1-0 after so many chances that Benfica had. A lot of people are going to say that this is lucky. It is not luck. It's by design. And Barcelona once again beats Benfica by one at home. I thought that was incredible, and I think Pedri had a very, very outstanding game. I think that one play where I think he looked gassed a little bit at the end, obviously, of course, because like I said, they had to cover so much more space. Another reason why I thought that De Jong was good for this game because he was so good in creation, and I think he showed at the beginning of the game, and it showed all the way up until the end, to the point where Hansi Flick didn't even want to sub him out, and luckily, he played in when Casado came in. It was just perfect. Casado and Ferran Torres, they were very well in this game as well. I was so happy. Gerard Martin, incredible. When Gerard Martin came in, he was very, very, very good. I think he played very solid defense. They could not go past him. They could not go past him. It was too tall, too strong, too good, too fresh, and that was good sign. That's a good sign to bring in somebody like him and be able to help like this when you need a very, very good defensive play. And I think overall I give Hansi Flick a 9 out of 10 on all his subs. I think they were all working and they all worked to perfection. Araujo, Ferran, Gerard Martin, and Casado. My only knock on Hansi Flick is, why do you take out Lamine Yamal, somebody who can make a difference at the end of matches, somebody who can actually dribble the one-on-one and make a play or make a pass or make an assist, and you leave a pathetic Lewandowski yet again, who missed a shot in front of the goal yet again, and it just is incredibly frustrating for me that Lewandowski keeps being the number 9 and just keeps playing all these minutes when it's clearly him. He should have been out. Lamine Yamal should have stayed in as a number 9. Try it out. See what happens. Who knows? Maybe you hit a counter and Lamine will pull a rabbit out of the hat and do something. But in this game, I thought that we could have played better. Even Raphinha, who scored the goal, had an 8.0 score. I think in the first half, there was a couple of plays where I felt like he could have just taken the shot and could have made a difference and maybe scored a goal like he did in the second half. The same, he had a play on the left side at the end of the first half, where he tried to pass it to Lamine Yamal, who was nowhere near in a good spot to be able to score that goal. The defender gets there before Lamine even has a chance to get to it, and he could have just shoot the damn ball. If I am Hansi Flick, I'm telling Lewandowski, I'm telling Raphinha, I'm telling Lamine Yamal, shoot the damn ball. But overall, guys, we should be happy for this team because resiliency, tenacity was on full display, and how they run around for 90 plus minutes with one man down, and the fact that we still control the game. We still had a lot of control with Pedri, with De Jong, Casado. The midfield was great. I am so bummed for what Kubarsi did in this game, because this game looked like it was going to be about a 3-0 to 3-1 victory, and the fact that Dani Olmo had to come out, I wanted to throw up when I saw Dani Olmo coming off, and it had to be done. At that point, I would have taken out Lewandowski instead of Olmo. I would have just left Olmo there, and I think the way the game went down, it kind of showed that Lewandowski just didn't do anything in this game at all, man. Like, tell me if you disagree what Lewandowski did tonight, because I am just incredibly disappointed in the last maybe 6 matches from Lewandowski. Even though he keeps scoring goals, it doesn't really matter. But today we had an amazing victory. Let's take it for what it is. And Barcelona yet again showing why is the best in the world, with one man down and still able to get the result away from home and go back to Montjuic and close the series out. In my opinion, the series is over. Benfica needed to get a good result, a draw or a victory tonight. They couldn't do it, and now it's all up to Barcelona with, again, 11 men on the field, and need to be more fresh, need to be more focused, and start the games well and just build up from there. That is it for now, and until next time, and as always, Visca el Barça.